And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Atlanta Braves. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, Spencer Strider. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now batting Jarren Duran.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
The other way, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. First offering misses badly for ball one. That one hit to right. Aaron gets under it. Puts it away for the out. That's out number two.
Batting fourth.
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Strider deals. And that one pulled foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. His 32nd of the year. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Right now, third in the American League in RBIs. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Now the third baseman, leading the American League in homers coming into this one, having a monster season. And first offering is fouled off. Strider, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. Devers off of first with 2 away. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Aaron moving back for it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. And it's 2-zip. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Tanner Houck. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Bottom of the first, at the plate, Ronald Acuna Jr. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
He really needs to start making more contact, averaging 2 strikeouts per game over his last 5.
How? He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. 1 out, runner at second. Hank Aaron next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Man at second. And that skips in the dirt.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has it.
Now this one gets through.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
First and second, 1 out. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Chipper Jones. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Jones went deep in his most recent game. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. 1 at second, over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He made him pay for that one. His 17th of the year. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
First pitch, and he just misses.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
1-1.
Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. That one the other way. 1 down.
Batting ninth, catcher Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Next offering upstairs.
3-0.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, number 22.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter. Struck out swinging his first time. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. First pitch, not close.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Hits for average power. The ability to field, the arm, and then the speed, really impressive. And that's in for a strike. Yoshida, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. Coming home. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Out towards right center field. 2 away now.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game
Now
left.
batting, the center fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a knock. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. So now the DH spot, David Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball. He swings and fouls one off. Pitch misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a count 1-2.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Got him. And that'll do it. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the second. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
Houck back to work. Outside low. Ball 1.
1-0.
Towards first, Devers. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting 6th, center fielder, number 32.
Now at the plate, Andrew Jones. Homered last night, added another hit as well. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Steps on first for the out.
Batting 7th, catcher, number 18.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Javier Lopez. Swings through that one for strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Out to short. In time to Devers, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Rafael Devers.
And the first
1-0.
offering is not close.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That's towards center. Jones pulls that one down, and there's one away.
I got to say, Truist Park has a
Number
nice
55.
old school feel to it, especially with those great views of the skyline over the outfield walls. And they specifically designed the seating areas to get more fans as close to the field as possible.
Here's the third baseman. Flied to right his first time. And that one in the air center field. Jones settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
So stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. That misses,
Ball, that's
and
high.
it's 1-0.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
One of the better pitches he's thrown
One ball,
in this
one
game,
strike.
but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider, though, so maybe that's something he can build off of.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball.
And that's in the
Count is
dirt.
full.
Three-two. The right-hander
Ball
gives up
four.
the
Take your
two-out
base.
walk.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is
Now
going to have a
batting,
very
number
aggressive
10.
secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Number 10, batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Strike
Yeah.
two. The Braves bullpen has
No
some
balls,
activity.
2 strikes.
Spencer Schwellenbach getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Next offering misses. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
The shortstop
That's a ball.
takes the ball. Ramirez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And he chases that one. That K is his third of the game. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Braves nothing. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
third.
off for the
Now in for the
Braves,
Braves,
first
Matt
baseman,
Olson.
Matt Olson.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Devers steps on the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Batting, designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
That missed. That's a ball.
And that's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Braves are set down 1-2-3. It's 5-0.
Pitching for the
Spencer
Braves.
Schwellenbach taking
Number
over on the mound.
56.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Leading off
And here's
for
the
Boston,
catcher, Masataka Yoshida. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That's hard hit on the line. Ozuna makes the grab, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, number 22.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter. Schwellenbach, 6'1" righty, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. First offering misses badly for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty.
No, that missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Up and in, and that's ball 3. And a big swing and a miss.
3 balls, no strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Jones makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Jarren Duran.
2 down, bases empty. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ozuna should have it. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Ozzy Albies.
Gets the call. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Drifts towards it. Corrals it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Hank.
And next for Atlanta, Hank Aaron. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And it's fouled away. And that is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. The Red Sox leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch in the dirt,
2-2.
and the count is 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
In time to Devers. Already 2 gone here in the home
Now
fourth.
batting, third baseman, Chipper
And the batter now, Chipper Jones. 0 for 1 so far. And that misses
Nope,
off
ball.
the outside edge.
Hey, ha!
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them.
Outside.
Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2 down, nobody on. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And that's outside. And the count's full.
You got a full count.
The wind and the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here in Atlanta, ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in, Wilyer Abreu. Schwellenbach back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And out number 1 on the grab. David Ortiz up next for the Red Sox.
The designated hitter, David Ortiz.
Liner stays at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one fouled off. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is downstairs.
Ball.
And that
Count's
skips
full.
in the dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 outs. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Now the third baseman. 0 for 2 in this one. They say you won.
0-1.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that is that. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And we're back. We
Leading
head to the
off for
bottom of the
Braves,
fifth. So
left
now to the
fielder,
plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
Now with the shift on, hits right into it. In time to Devers. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, number 32.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Andrew Jones. First pitch misses. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
That's down. That's
and the 1-0 misses low. Ripped, but it curls foul. And a 2-1 on the way. Fought off foul. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, number 18.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Javier Lopez. There's the strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so
0-1.
far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's some real power at the plate. Manny Ramirez. That misses.
1-0.
And that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Hector Neris getting ready to go. Bummer also getting ready. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Misses
Nope,
outside.
that's outside.
2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Check swing.
Full count.
No appeal. And that's ball 3. That one misses.
Ball 4. Runner
So
take a
leadoff
base.
walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been
Now
really
batting,
patient at the
number
plate.
10.
A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Jones hauls it in, and there's one away. So a man
Now
aboard,
batting,
and now the
catcher,
catcher comes up to
Masataka
him.
Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida. That's in there. That's strike 1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Look out!
You hit him.
And it hit him.
You got him.
He had 2 strikes on him.
Now batting,
And he hit
number
him.
22.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. It bangs off the wall. One run is in safely with a double, his second of the day. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran, 1 for 3. Fouled off to the right. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one off the mark, and the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw to third. In there safely.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. And now the center fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Foul ball.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-2. Ripped on a line. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and it's an 8-run lead.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Spencer Schwellenbach done for the day, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
Hector Neris into the game.
Number
and
51.
with the big deficit on the scoreboard,
Hector
he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now, David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox 8 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Matt Olson.
Just
That's the ball.
missed.
You know,
Outside.
these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Braves.
Here's
the
Orlando
shortstop,
Arcia.
Orlando
Grounded out
Arcia.
his first time up.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Low, but in for a strike, and that was the sweeper. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at first with no outs here. Now this is in the air down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Up next for the Braves, designated hitter.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the ground. And foul ball. Hard hit left side. Tags the runner. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Two on with one out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ozzie Albies.
There's the strike at the knees.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the.
To second for one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Making 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Red Sox 8 and the Braves nothing. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45. Yeah, and I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Here's the third baseman. 0 for 3 in this one. Just
no, that missed. That's a ball.
Will they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. On its way. Wow. It went off the roof of the restaurant. What a shot. His 37th homer of the year. It's 9-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Next to hit, Manny Ramirez. First pitch swinging.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boo. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. There's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in. All Red Sox in this one. Inside, almost got him.
Count is full.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Jones has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Now batting.
Two down,
Number
base
10.
is empty. Now it's the shortstop. Line to left. And foul ball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 9-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the right fielder, Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron.
On the inside corner for a strike. That one's in there. 0-2 now. Hank tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Line drive, fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. So man aboard. Chipper Jones will hit next. Hit on the ground to short. In time to Devers. And they get the out on Jones. Back when they started construction on Truist Park, Freddie Freeman and Hank Aaron laid down ceremonial bricks, but the first brick was put down by Eustace Morris. He's the same person who laid the first stone, and that one gets away at the plate. Hank up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
On the ground, out to short. In time to Devers. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Now in for the Braves, Andrew Jones has grounded out a couple of times. And that is out of play.
Like you said, Boog, the Braves have really done a great job of honoring their history here at Truist Park.
That's a ball.
When they had their first game, Hank threw out the first pitch to former manager Bobby Cox, and they both have statues in Monument Garden.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Oh, he gloves it from his knees, the throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
That was a great job in doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Catcher, Masataka Yoshida.
Neris back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Track 2.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And misses inside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Yoshida stands at second with no outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Ozuna ranging back. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Jarren Duran, the next to hit.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And a foul ball. One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
That one misses, and the count's full.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Red
Here's
Sox,
the center fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Gets under it and pops it up. Albies sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Joe Jimenez appears to be getting loose. Bummer getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
2-1.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that's downstairs and outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ground ball, Olsen. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they strand a pair. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Braves 1. Back at Truist Park, and here is Javier
catcher,
Lopez.
Number 18.
Howe still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Next offering is in for a strike. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Out to short. In time to Devers, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson down. And a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Braves.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia.
And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in. Out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Acuna now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And a ground out. The other way. Base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Wastes no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
To third, tag, got him. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it big. It's 9-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's Rafael Devers.
First baseman, Rafael Devers.
Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee, the left-hander, up and throwing. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Diving, makes the grab.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Now the third baseman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Bomber deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez.
On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that's downstairs. Ball one.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. And now Hank Aaron.
Right fielder, Hank Aaron.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tanner Houck departs. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
Pitching
Boston.
change here, Brian
Number
Bayo.
66.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And that chops in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Albies gets his lead at first, nobody out. Got him swinging.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Jones in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one the other way. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The Braves down to their last out. Now a chance for Marcell Ozuna. First offering, and it just misses. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1-2's the count.
The Braves down to their final strike. Chopped left side. throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, this team is on such a roll. 20 wins in a row, tying the 2002 Athletics. You know, I came a year after that streak and was able to play with a lot of those guys. And I tell you what, there's some great energy when you're in an environment like that and you just want to keep on playing. You don't want to go home and leave the ballpark and leave your buddies.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.